Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good? I really did like this show. Overall, this felt like a honest choice of them just kind of not wanting the, not so much the romance, but I want to say they did not want the theme of him falling in love to be that quickly, and for them already rushing the plot when it comes down to the time span of how fast a year had gone, it definitely felt weird to start to see where that was leading in the grand scheme of if he doesn't do it in this certain amount of time, it's impossible to do it. When in actuality, the boy who I didn't know was a boy spelled it out quite well when it came down to what it means to learn from the world and your own species. Is even when we learn something, for instance, like how molecules and cells and just different things work in your own body by doctors or by scientists, um, that information alone is helpful, but what is it actually? It's something that you'll probably get rid of sooner or later if you don't focus and study and want to know actually a whole lot about it, which is the cool thing on how this vampire kind of answers back at him when it comes to everything vampire is they're just like us. They don't really know all that well what they're getting themselves into when it comes down to their knowledge of their own kind. And I thought that was a awesome little just tidbit of information. Like vampires technically are human looking, demons or ant monsters, whatever you want to call them. But unfortunately, I love that they're going that extra mile to humanize them in the case of just not knowing everything about everything. Like, yeah, they live for as long as they live, but there's only so much they can learn about themselves unless they are doing it. And to know about death, to know about how death is, right? Like, okay, someone passes away. Do you think other vampires are just going to happen to be there unless they're the ones causing the death themselves? That's kind of what we get from this is, yeah, death is inevitable, but once it happens, you will see the change in everything going forward of their way of living, their way of holding each other accountable, and the rules that they've already set for one another has to be, in stones for some reason because of probably what's already happened in the future, in the past, in the future. Sorry, whatever's happened in the past, and this you need to make them an offspring in this amount of time, clearly is based somewhere, and to know that they don't know everything about themselves, it's curious to see if that's really true. But as an end, it was really cool watching these two fall for each other, and seemingly we got more stuff to see in that regards of that falling through, and I'm looking really forward to if that can happen. If not, we might just see a weird turn of events for this whole entire show with a vampire protecting a human from other vampires who just wants to be human and around her and not necessarily fall in love. Like it's getting interesting. So overall, that's the finale, and hopefully we hear something sooner than later because this was a beautiful looking anime, and I hope y'all are having an awesome one. And I'll definitely talk to you in any other videos we'll be dropping here soon because unfortunately we got a finale on the way, and you know what time it is. Random shows dropping at random times from your boy. So sorry these took so long, but take care.